Well, hello everybody. This is a 2004 Toyota Matrix. It's basically a hatchback Corolla, and in this video I'm going to go over the benefits of why this may be a good camping vehicle for those on a budget or those that want to be able to have a daily driver that they can go camping with. If you've watched some of my other videos, you'll see that I've camped in a Prius, I've camped in a 17-foot travel trailer, I've camped in a 5-foot by 8-foot cargo trailer, tent camped, and then I also have my 4Runner. So I'm gonna turn this car into a little road tripping camping machine, and so I just wanted to show you why I picked this. So I guess let's get started. So in the front here, let's hop in. One of the first features that I really noticed on this one that I liked was this has a 100-watt inverter that you can turn on, and gives you a power outlet so you could power things. Now this does run off the car's battery, so whenever I use that I have to be cognizant of that and careful. It has a nice big center console which has paracord in there right now, and then you can see has a little 12-volt outlet there. There's also one right here which is a 120-watt max outlet, and then I put 2 USB ports in it with just this little adapter. You can get it on Amazon, I'll link it below, but it's an Oki, which has been pretty good for me. Seats are nice and comfortable. It doesn't have a ton of power, it's just basically kind of an economy car, but super reliable, which is one of the reasons why you would want to get this. I mean, it's built off the Corolla platform, and you can't really find too many cars that are more reliable than that. It also has this auto reverse on the tape deck, which is superb. It has a glove box, I'm going to show you that, who cares. It has a unique feature on this front seat, so you can move it forward and back just like you can any other seat. Oh, I'm going to be doing a knot later. And it has a unique feature where you can actually fold the seat down nice and flat, which is pretty cool. And then of course you can bring it up, and then the back seats actually fold flat too. Now it doesn't fold flat with this, let me show you. So that's up higher than the back part is. So you'll see in one of my next videos that I'm going to build a little bed back here and what I do to kind of deal with that. So you got nice comfy seat back here. This has 60-40 split, which I actually prefer because where I'm going to be building the bed is going to be back here, and that makes it a little bit nicer. For that, gives me a little more room versus my 4Runner, which is a 50-50 split, and it doesn't give you as much room on one side. So this is like nice hard plastic, has these rails which you can get from Toyota, little doohickeys that hold things down. I'm not going to need any of those for what I'm doing. Has a bunch of these D-rings back here, 4 on each side, and it has these little, so you can get to changing out the taillights, but in addition to that it's got a little area for storage, so somehow I'll probably utilize that. It also has this big thing here which is also storage, and then down here under this cover you've got storage as well. It's got this nice little hook that comes with it. I didn't add that, and that keeps it up while you mess around in here. Now under here is the spare tire. I'm not going to bother removing that. You've seen a spare tire, but if you knew how to patch and you had a compressor with you, you could actually theoretically get rid of all this, but it does have some space for storage otherwise, which is kind of cool. So if you now if you do want to make a little camper out of one of these things, one of the things you want to think about is anything that's like storage in here, or especially in there, it's not going to be really easy to get to once you get all your stuff in here. So you want that to be kind of stuff that you don't use very often, which is what I'm going to do. Anyway, I think that about covers it. Well, let me talk about two things that I don't like about this car, and this might be something you want to look at whenever you're looking at one. So when you're looking at off-roading or even going out of a gas station parking lot, you've got what's called an approach angle, which is the angle at which the front end is going to hit something, basically. And so this does not have a very good one of those. So I'm going to remove these little bumper pieces out of there and go with that. Also, this particular model, whoever had it before me, put Z-rated high-speed low profile tires, which is great for grip and great for cornering, but really not great for gravel roads and things like that. So whenever those wear out, I'll switch them out. Also, this has a massive amount of glass. As you can see, it is like a fishbowl in there, so it gets really hot. So I'm gonna tint the windows. One last feature. This glass here, you go up front and you hit this button that shows a little trunk that pops open, and then the glass goes up separately. It looks like the shocks are getting worn, but that way you can get to any of your stuff without opening the trunk. I'm not sure how useful that is, but it is kind of cool. So anyway, there you go. As a 2004 Toyota Matrix.